Good morning out there, everybody. Alan D9J Sports. We're right back at it with another one. Hey, hope everybody's driving safe out there this morning on your way back to work. It's Monday morning. Hey, we've got a good show lined up for you on the drive this morning. Hey, we've got some good things that'll be coming up. Let's jump right into it. So we've got Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford making all his rounds. Him and Canelo Alvarez, they're making their rounds. But on today's show, we're going to talk to you about why Canelo Alvarez will stop Terrence Crawford. Canelo Alvarez is going to knock Terrence Crawford out. He's going to knock him out, and by round 6 or round 7, he's going to knock Terrence Crawford out. Now, of course, now don't freak out. I'm going to come back tomorrow and tell you why Crawford is going to beat Canelo. But today we're talking about Canelo knocking out Crawford. Let's be honest. Terrence Crawford, he's a good defensive fighter, not a great defensive fighter like the likes of Floyd Mayweather or Pernell Whitaker, and he has a propensity to get hit, man. But he's not going to be able to get hit like this against Canelo Alvarez. You remember when Terrence Crawford fought Yuriakis Gamboa? Yuriakis Gamboa he gave him a good shot. He actually really hurt Terrence Crawford. Can't take a shot like that against Canelo Alvarez. Now, I see that Terrence Crawford, he's making all the rounds. To me, it's almost like a setup, man. It's almost like a setup. You see Terrence Crawford making all the rounds. Every podcast you look up, Terrence Crawford is on, deservingly so. But in the end, ladies and gentlemen, that's not going to help you out when you get in the ring. Terrence Crawford is going to have to stand there at some point. He's going to have to stand there at some point and fight. Now, we know Terrence Crawford ain't no punk now. And the reason I say that, Terrence Crawford is not going to be running. He's not going to be running. He may be sticking and moving, but I promise you, for the most part, he's going to be right there in the pocket. And being right there in the pocket against a bigger man like Canelo Alvarez. See, people got it confused, think Canelo is just a bigger man who can't move. Canelo Alvarez is slick. He's a slick fighter, and he's tough. Canelo Alvarez has been in there with Dimitri Bivol, the light heavyweight champion of the world. He didn't knock Canelo out. And he got some good shots on Bivol. Bivol just a hell of a bigger guy. But Canelo Alvarez has been in there with some great fighters. I mean, he's been in there with the man, Floyd Money Mayweather. He learned his lesson. He learned a lot when he fought Floyd Money Mayweather. Even though it was a younger age, he took everything that he learned from him and he took it with him and he moved on. And now you see that the dude is dangerous, man. You know, it's almost like I saw what Terrence Crawford told Shaq that he's 70% sure. Man, that's not what you want to hear from a boxer. A boxer want to be 100% sure that he's going to win the fight. I think that Canelo Alvarez is going to keep punching, and eventually Terrence Crawford himself is going to slow down. And when he slows down and he stands in the pocket, it's going to be night. And I don't think it's going to be one of those things where the ref goes over and he's hit him too much. No, I think it's going to be lights out. No matter how great of a fighter you are, you have a tendency you can lose if you start getting hit. You think if he gets loaded up on a shot with Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford takes a shot from Canelo Alvarez like Money Mayweather took from Sugar Shane Mosley, or 2 shots that he took from Sugar Shane Mosley. What do you think is going to happen? I think that it's just going to be too much. He's moving up. There's weight classes for a reason, and he's moving up 2 weight classes. 2 weight, not 1. You saw when he fought. And he moved up to 1 weight class, and he had, I don't want to say he had trouble, but it wasn't good. It wasn't pretty. No more tune-up fights. He's just going to step in there with Canelo, going to move up 2 weight classes. Man, it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. It may be the downfall of Terrence Crawford. Because if he loses, you know how the media does. They're going to turn on him. And it's not going to be pretty. So I'm predicting Canelo Alvarez to knock out Terrence Bud Crawford. Let's keep this thing rolling. Jake Paul beat Julio Cesar Chaves Jr. Like everybody else, I thought Julio Cesar Chaves Jr. would come in and give more. He didn't. But Jake Paul, man, you calling out Gervonta Davis. He called out Anthony Joshua. I'm thinking he was just talking. I hope he was just talking. because Joshua would take him up on him and Joshua would hurt him. But you're fighting all these old 40-year-old guys, man. Nobody respects that. Nobody respects that. Nobody respects that. You're getting a check. We're past that. We're past that. You're talking about you want to fight for the title. Man, you can't fight for the title. You gotta be a contender. You're not a contender. You're a sideshow. You're a sideshow. That's all you are. Not saying that you're not a businessman. I like what you're doing as far as business. But when it comes to really the sport of boxing, man, no, man. Don't tell me that you're fighting guys like that and then you telling me that you deserve the right to the championship or fight for the champion. Who you going to fight in the heavyweight division? Man, one of them dudes will hurt you, man. They were, I tell you what, you think you some, the Bronze Bomber won his fight, and the Bronze Bomber ain't really got nothing, but the Bronze Bomber will put you to sleep. He will put you to sleep. Let's keep this thing rolling. Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill went to another track meet and won. And he ran a hell of a time. Outrun Noah Lyles' brother, but he ain't Noah Lyles. So Tyreek Hill going to continue to show up to these track meets. He's going to, and then one day he's going to show up at the track meet, and Noah Lyles is going to be there. The reason why they haven't run, because Noah Lyles is building up for a season, man. But it's going to come a point where he's going to get dusted off. Now, kudos goes out. I don't know if I want to get kudos because Tyreek Hill, hell, we know you fast, Tyreek, but you can't outrun no damn Noah Lyles. I will continue to say that on this show. You can't outrun Noah Lyles. And Keyshawn Thompson, the Jamaican, ran one of the fastest times since Usain Bolt. So, hey, man, track and field is heating up. Too bad it's just you don't get to see them but once a year, once a season, maybe for the World Championships and every 4 years. Heck of a thing. So now basketball season over with, and it won't be long now. We're going to take an in-depth look at Shedeur Sanders and how now they done him wrong. But the dude out there getting the job done so far in training camp and mini camp. So, hey, it's been a hell of a weekend, and it's only going to get better. Remember, wherever you're going at today, wherever you're working at, remember, when the boss starts to talk lip, you just have to get your check and take care of your kids. Oh, yeah. That's what you're there for, to get your check. Allen with D9J Sports on the morning drive. I'm definitely out.